Hey everybody, just want to do a quick tutorial on a pork butt, smoked pork butt. I've been asked to give some insight or quick little easy steps that I do to do a pork butt. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to cook one on a pit barrel cooker. If you don't have one, that's totally fine. If you got a smoker or any type, it can be a pellet, it can be traditional stick burner, it can be just a grill. You can actually do it in the oven as well. I'm just going to do mine on the pit barrel because I want to get out here and get some good charcoal, some good smoke on it. So, but probably going to keep the temperatures. I think the pit barrel keeps temperatures around 250, 275-ish. So that's perfectly fine. Smoke a butt with. You can even do a 225 if you like. It's going to take a little longer, but 250, 275 is perfectly fine to cook a pork butt on. And just make sure that you hold your temperature steady and you should be good to go. So what I'm going to do next is go in and just do some simple seasonings to it, and then get it on the smoker. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to keep it simple. That's what I love to do with pork butts. Keep it simple. So what I got here is about an 8-pounder. I've patted it dry. Make sure you pat it dry. I want to use a binder. So you can either use olive oil or you can use yellow mustard. If you use yellow mustard, you won't rub it in real good. You won't taste it. Do it front and back. Start on flipping around to the fat side. Put some olive oil or yellow mustard, and then do your seasonings. Flip it back over. Same process, and then let it kind of sit. I'd let it sit probably 10 minutes with the seasoning on it so it can absorb some of it and you can see it actually sweating through. I'm just going to use a simple Bad Byron's butt rubs barbecue seasoning. I think it does a heck of a job, especially on a pork butt. Just keeping it simple, and that's all you have to do is to make sure you keep it simple. So that's what I'm gonna do for my rubs. Nothing fancy. You can make your own rub. You can go, internet has a million rubs. It's up to your taste palette, but this is pretty much, you just want to get a good bark on your Boston butt, and when it's time to pull it, this is what you're looking for, a good bark on it. So doing it with the right temperatures and the right seasonings will definitely get that bark that you're looking for and that smoke that you're looking for as well. But just keep it simple. I'll say it again. I've said it 6-7 times during this, but I just don't think overthinking it, processing it. Sometimes we do a little too much, and in this case, less is more. So stay tuned. Back at the pit barrel cooker. So I got the 8-pound pork butt out here on the pit. So let's just take a look. This is a vertical smoker, so all the dripping is going to drip down in there to the basket, the charcoal basket. So, but this is what I got. So I'm gonna let this thing cook for a while. What's the old slogan? If you're looking, you ain't cooking. So definitely not going to look for a little while. I kind of know when to check on it, but you're looking for an internal temperature of 165. That's about the time you need to decide whether or not you're going to wrap or not. If you're not going to wrap, you don't have to worry about it. But if you're going to wrap, you need to go ahead and be wrapping at 165. So for this cook, I'm going to go ahead and wrap. But this is where we're at, and I'm going to get the lid back on and check in a little bit. Stay tuned. All right, we're back out here at it, taking a look at the pork butt. So let's take a look. Okay, got some nice color to it. And I think at this color I'm looking at right now, I'm going to go ahead and wrap. So let me get this off the pit and come back, and I'm going to wrap it and put it back on the pit and let it ride on out. Be right back. All right, back out here. I've got the butt back in here. I've got it actually in the pan to catch all the drippings. Got it wrapped up pretty tight. Add a little wrapping juice. You can use beer, apple juice, just a little bit, kind of at the bottom of the pan. Or if you're wrapping it in foil, just put some in your foil and make sure you double, even triple wrap your butt to get that good tight seal. So I'm trying to take this to an internal temperature of 200. So got a probe in here, so that way I know where I'm at. So we're actually cooking the temp right now. So 200 is where you want to go. Want to stop it after that. So I'll be back with you. All right, we're back out here at the pit. Have to open it up. I'm reaching the internal temperature of 200. So let's see what we got. Man, it's amazing. So what I'm going to do now is put some sauce on it, transfer it to a pan, and I just want to get a little glaze on it. You don't have to do this step, but something I want to do. And getting ready to glaze it up and put it back on the pit and then separate pan and let it ride for about 15 more minutes, and we should be done. All right, finished product. Took about 8 hours. So, but this is what we got. The glaze on it. It's pretty good. I'm getting ready to shred it. Probably use some potatoes or make some loaded pork potatoes. So, pulled pork potatoes. So, but this is what we got. It's pretty good to me. But I wrapped it at 160, kind of a recap. Kept it simple. Used a binder such as mustard or olive oil. Cooked it until we got an internal temperature of 160. Didn't do any fancy seasonings or anything. I actually used a butt rub by Bad Byron. So I think they sell it at like Academy Sports. I think Kroger sells. I think everyone sells it. But just something simple. Didn't have to get fancy. You can do that once you finally master just getting it cooked. I got my internal temperature 160. Wrapped it. You can use wrapping juice. Use beer, apple juice, something just to help steam it. Then after I got to 160 wrapped, put it back on the grill. Took it or smoker. Took it back up to 200 degrees. Now it's in the resting period right now, and I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna wait about 30, 45 minutes and pull it. The key thing is always let your meat rest. No matter what you're cooking, especially on a long, low and slow, it's basically still cooking once you pull it off. That's even with the brisket and also pulled pork. So you just don't want to dive into it. Allow the resting period to take place, and you can go from there. Pull it and serve it. But again, real simple to do. I'll put the instructions at the bottom. Thanks again for all the love and support. And I'll try to do little mini tutorials here and there. And tell all your friends out there that about the channel. And if this is the first time finding you, definitely like the page and follow me on all my social media links. Thanks again. Until the next one. Bye.